For the next 12 hours, I'm locking myself into Tekken 8 and fighting for my life to see how high I can climb in ranked with a character that I have zero experience playing with. But here's another catch. Tekken 8 actually doesn't let you manually reset your rank. Because my main character has already ranked up, the game automatically pushes my unplayed characters straight into red ranks. That means the absolute lowest starting point that I can start at is Garyu. Additionally, I'll be doing it with, as I said, a new character, Kunimitsu. I have no idea how to play her, but I can learn. Hit subscribe to see more content if you like this. Going into ranked and button mashing isn't really my style. So the first few hours were pretty simple. Learn Kunimitsu's moves, and one versatile combo that I could use reliably. I also need a combo that I can adjust for the wall and stage hazards. In all honesty, this took about 6 hours between finding learning materials, watching videos, and practicing her moves. And after learning a little bit about how to use Kunimitsu, it's time to get into ranked and start some trouble. Going through red ranks was pretty rocky honestly, because I didn't have the muscle memory with Kunimitsu built up. I was dropping combos and missing punishes, but that is all a part of the learning process with a new character. After a short while, we have our first promotion match for Shinryu, and our opponent is literally SpongeBob SquarePants, or if you want to call him by his real name, SpongeBob Mishima. I feel like these matches make you play a bit worse because of the pressure of it being a promotion match. And the opponents try a bit harder to beat you, but this is a bit different because we can see here that this guy is not taking the game seriously at all, and I don't blame him. It's a very wise choice to go about just playing the game and having fun, as opposed to taking it seriously. It's a game. Relax. Be SpongeBob. I cleared my schedule and chose a day where I didn't have much to do. But the universe has a funny way of getting your attention. You hear that? That was an actual knock at the door. I wasn't expecting anyone, but I still have to go and check. And who was it? It was Amazon. Apparently, they delivered a package a few days early. Can't really complain, they're doing their job efficiently. In going to check, I made 2 mistakes. 1, I paused the recording. 2, I was in the middle of a match with Desperate Paul here, and he took the chance to take an easy round. Can I blame him? Would I have done it? No. But I can see why he did it. Looking at his outfit though, he seemed like a pretty chill dude, but looks are deceiving. Too bad, he still lost. Despite that interruption, we keep pushing it along. Red and purple ranks feel pretty much like a blur. I fought a Steve that was cooking my shit, I gotta be honest with you. A flame ruler who tried to run me down. He was trying to beat me as quickly as he possibly could. But by hour 8, I was looking towards my next promotion to Fujin. I can't believe I got this far. I've actually always wanted to be a Fujin, and I was never able to make it that far, but here's my chance. Getting to Fujin has actually given me a big confidence boost. My execution still needs a lot of work, but I can start to see where my opponents are trying to do certain things, and I'm trying to find the gaps in their gameplay and take advantage. Things have been moving quite smoothly thus far, and I was able to actually keep up the pace with my opponents, giving me 15 straight wins. So clearly, I'm figuring something out. Okay, so this is the first big loss of the run. I lost the promo, and I lost my win streak. Round 1. Mirror matches can be pretty annoying, but you actually get to see what you lack, and that's the good news. You get to see what you lack, so you can just copy it. After copying Kunimitsu, something actually clicked. Kishin and Bushin went down pretty quickly, but by the time I neared gold ranks, the lack of sleep was actually starting to creep up on me, but it was manageable. The opponents at this rank play a bit safer, so they don't take big gambles that I could take advantage of. They also knew how to read you and how to exploit your weaknesses. So you really have to be careful with what you're throwing out at these guys. On the way up in ranks, I had a promotion match for Claudio. Let's see if he got it. All right, so he didn't get it, and I feel like maybe I should have given him the win, but I'm not sure if that's actually fair to do, because are my opponents giving me free wins? I doubt it. If anything, that Paul taught me, hey man, you're gonna have to fight for your wins. Should I let people win their promotions and demotions? Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys letting people win? Now, moving on to Tekken King, it felt like my hands were getting less responsive. And if I made any mistakes at this point, that would be the round. So I really need to be careful, as these opponents will take advantage of that. And I'm still dropping my combos for some reason. I'm not sure why that keeps happening. I was feeling more confident at this point. The combos were starting to flow. I was tightening up my game plan. And I actually had game plans that were working. So I could see how my opponents were trying to get me, but I was adapting to what my opponents were trying to do. You win. Playing for Tekken God rank felt so strange, like a dream. I never thought that I would actually get that far. It is unfortunate, but I lost. It was a good opportunity to learn how to deal with Hwoarang and his mix-up pressure. It still didn't feel good losing the rank, but I made it this far. Maybe I could get that rank. Despite the previous promotion loss, I kept my spirits up and stayed focused. The loss actually helped me to remember losing is a part of the game. This also helped me to remember this is what you've been doing to all the other players that you've been playing against. You remember that 15 win streak? Yeah, now it's your turn. Yes! 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 Oh my god. Oh yes, sweet. Unbelievable. Getting to Tekken God felt so good until I kept losing, to the point that I had a demotion match against a Tekken God of Destruction, no less. That loss felt like a kick in the back. I clearly was outclassed, but this is God ranks. There is actually more to learn. At this point, I got to Tekken God, lost it, and then lost again immediately afterwards. I was tired and depressed. It also shows that I could get to Tekken God, but I couldn't actually keep it. At that point, I needed a break. But that's when I realized, after I stopped recording, I ran out of space on my drive for more recordings. So now, I'm outside of Tekken. I didn't close the game technically, because I actually need to make more room on my drive to record more videos. This, however, presented an opportunity. While I was deleting these files, I could watch a guide and learn more about Kunimitsu, because clearly there is a knowledge gap. After clearing some space off the drive and completing that video guide, I went into practice for a little bit just to practice what I learned. And after going into practice and taking a short break, it was time to get back into ranked. This was the point of no return for me. I got to Tekken God and lost it. I lost time because I ran out of space on my drive. I used even more time to watch a YouTube video guide. At this point, I'm happy to get to Emperor twice, but losing Tekken God hurt. I went back into ranked and figured I need to make peace with not getting to Tekken God, but at least continue the challenge. At this point, I was bummed out, but I decided to get me some King. May as well lift my mood and keep my energy up. Time is running out, but I'm so close to getting to Tekken God. Honestly, it's just 2 or 3 more matches, so if I can squeeze them in real quick, maybe I could do it. Come on, you bastard!
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, so he didn't rematch me, and now I'm back into the queue waiting to see if I could actually get a match in time. But in addition to that, I don't know who I'm gonna get. I could get another Tekken God of Destruction. God, I could get a Tekken God of Destruction 1 to 5. I don't know. I could get a really good player. So at this point, I moved from fighting someone that I really think I could beat. Like there's a 70% chance that I could beat this guy. Into now, I'm gonna play against a complete random, and I'm just gonna have to do my best. My rank is back.
You win.
At this point, I'm so happy that I was able to get to Tekken God twice, but I'm too tired to be happy. This challenge was a wild ride. Moving up the ranks was a constant back and forth between promotions and demotions. The early motions were not as bad as the ones after Fujin, let me be honest. Even though it was tiring and fun, this challenge proved to me that you could go farther than you really think that you could have. I thought that I would have ended at maybe Raijin, but I was able to move all the way up to Tekken God. And if I could do this, you could do it too. Now, despite that, some people online have complained about rank inflation and people basically being at ranks that they don't deserve to be at. And I kind of feel like I don't deserve the rank, but at the same time, you know, you fight for your rank, you earn your rank. So did you not earn it? I didn't cheat, I didn't use any hacks, I practiced, and then I fought people. But during this challenge, so many things happened. I collected my package from Amazon. I was able to move up from Garyu to Tekken God. That's like 12 ranks. I lost Tekken God and then got it back all within a 12-hour period. And on top of that, my PC ran out of space. Right now, I'm tired. I'm happy that I'm at Tekken God. I'm happy that I also completed the challenge, and I'll see you in the next video.